What's up everybody, this is Vivian coming back at y'all with an update video on where I've been and what's next. So much has happened since the last time I uploaded. For one, I graduated. I graduated with my Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics. It feels so great to finally say that. But I'm very proud, my family's very proud. It's just been a very exciting time for me and my family. So the last time I uploaded, I was about to start my very last semester of my undergrad. I ended up taking 19 hours total, which was kind of a surprise to me because, well, my advisor and I knew we would have me graduate in 2021, but I thought realistically it would be like in the summer or in the fall, but we ended up coming to the conclusion that I could do it all in the spring if I take 19 hours. So there were complications this semester though, like with class availability, but accommodations were made for me and I was able to take all of the classes that I needed. And it's for those reasons that at the beginning of the semester, I decided to put all video efforts aside to make sure that I graduate. 19 hours of coursework is no joke. To be considered a full-time student, you need to be registered for at least 12 hours of coursework. So 12 hours of coursework translated is like 4 classes. 15 hours of coursework is 5 classes. So the 19 hours that I was taking were 6 classes, 1 lab, and 1 seminar. So I can honestly say by far this is the most coursework I've ever taken at the same time in a single semester. It was a lot. It was so much in one semester that I was taking. Aside from taking this many classes, my nephew Dominic had 1 major and 1 minor surgery during this hectic semester. For those of you who don't know, my nephew Dominic was born with a cleft palate. He turned 3 this past April, and ever since he was born, he's had 4 to 5 major surgeries and 3 to 4 minor surgeries due to his cleft palate. So after any of his major surgeries, it's very hard for everybody involved, especially because it takes at least 2 people to watch over him at any given time, like after one of his surgeries, to avoid, infection, to avoid any accidents that might happen. He barely turned 3, so you can imagine, how clumsy he is, how, he's a little kid, so we just wanted to make sure that he's not having any accidents or infections and make sure that he's eating the things he needs to be eating and taking his medicines. So that happened during this hectic semester. On top of all of that, my mom's car got totaled, and this is probably the most frustrating part that I'm going to talk about because while my mom was taking my nephew to his mom's house, a drunk driver hit my mom's car and they drove off. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because they didn't even check to see if she was okay. They hit her so hard that her car got totaled and they didn't even check on her. And this happened in the second week of April. Literally literally weeks after my nephew's surgery, and it was just frustrating. We're so thankful that he wasn't in the car. He was already dropped off by the time that she was hit. So that also happened during this hectic semester. So what now? This has to be the biggest question I've been asked leading up to graduation and after graduation. What's next and what now? Well, to that I have to say that I've known exactly what I was going to do after graduation ever since my sophomore year of my undergrad. And this is to continue the actuary route. I wanted to start my very first actuary exam immediately after I graduated. If you don't know what an actuary is, what the actuary route is, or any of the exams that I'm talking about, there are plenty of people on YouTube who could explain all of those things way better than I can. So go check those out if you're curious. I knew I wanted to give my complete focus and dedication to what was going to be my specialty once I graduated. I made this decision my sophomore year because this was the first time that I took a class in my specialty. I quickly realized that it was going to need my full attention. No matter which exam I started with, exam P, exam FM, I knew that's when I quickly realized that it was going to need my full attention. So, the very first actuary exam that I plan to take now that I've graduated is going to be exam P, or exam probability. My plan is to start studying from square one, basically studying as if I've never learned the material before, even though I have experience in the subject and I have taken probability before in my undergrad. For example, I'm going to study like if I have never seen any of the topics or concepts. My goal is to learn all of the, get a full understanding of all the concepts and understand the subtle nuances that might have been omitted when I did take probability. This strategy I feel will work best for me. Everybody's different. Another factor into this strategy is just I was taking probability as a class with homework deadlines, with upcoming exams. All of that stress, is taken into account, and I think it's just best if I just, learn at my own pace from square one, like if I've never seen the material before, because when I did learn the material that I do know currently, it was under, deadline stress, exam stress. So, another big question that I've been asked is if I'm going for my master's degree now that I've graduated. I definitely want a master's degree eventually. I want a master's degree eventually. I need a break. I need at least a year or two off from school. You have to understand, I've been enrolled in school virtually most of my life. Like most of my life I've been enrolled in school. I I want to enjoy my life away from school, not having to worry about deadlines, not having to worry about classes, not having to worry about just I want to know what my life is without being in school. So I mean, I definitely want a master's. I do. I'll get one eventually. I will. I don't know what city it'll be from, what state. I don't know what school it'll be from. Like that, I'm not sure yet. But I need a break first. That's all for now. So thanks for watching and see y'all next time. Bye.